Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer. You know, I recently saw a guy who was running around with paper towels on his head. He told me he had a bounty on his head. Today, we're taking a look at the Terrain Pack 2, the Terrain Pack 3, and the Dice and Tray Pack for Company of Heroes board game 2nd edition. So if you ever wanted more terrain or just some terrain for your game so it's not just flat maps, this is what you need right here. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's go down to the table, let's open these up, and let's see what's on the inside. All right, folks, here we go. We're going to open up the Terrain Pack 3, the Terrain Pack 2, and we're going to open up this little dice tray pack as well, okay, and see what all is in this. And I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and put those terrain packs off to the side, and let's do this dice pack tray first, okay? Now, I like a good set of dice, so this is actually going to get me really excited because there's more dice and everything else. I want to see what that terrain looks like, so I'm saving that one for last. All right, just because I think that's the one that I'm most excited about. All righty. So, now the dice that already come in this game are amazing. So, I'm not really sure why we're getting different dice or why they have other dice. Do they have better quality dice? Because if that's the case, oh my gosh. I mean, the dice are already super good. So, all right, so what are we going to get in here? Oh, okay, I see what we have. So, basically what we're going to do is we are getting, and I'm not going to open these up, folks, because I did an unboxing of the upgrade pack, and that has all these dice in them. So what we're getting in here is we're just going to get some more dice. I'm going to let Cody open these dice when he's ready for them. So basically when he's playing now, he has massive dice, okay? He has more than enough dice to play a 2-player game, and he probably has enough dice to play an 8-player game. I don't know if I'd play this game 8 players, but teams would be fun. All right, there you go. So yeah, this is just more of the same for the regular dice. Okay, you wanted me to open these up, go look at the upgrade unboxing and you'll see me do that. The same with these yellow, red, and purple. These are the exact same dice that come in that. But this doesn't come in there, so let's open this. Let's see what we have here. All right, this bag open. Okay, now this is a really nice felt-lined bag. Okay, I don't know if this bag is needed because are you randomly pulling anything out or are you just dumping all the dice in there? I don't know. I didn't realize a bag was needed for this, but boy, I'll tell you what, if you want a nice dice bag, wow, the quality of this bag, folks, is amazing. That's all I got to say. It is amazing. This is really nice. Okay, we're going to tuck that in there and we're going to just stick that right back in here. Now, we also have these. I don't know what these are. I really don't know what these are. Are these used for holding figures? Because that's all these are. Okay, these all are the same. And yeah, like I said, I'm not 100% sure what these are. Whew. When I was thinking tray, I was thinking like it's a tray for like a dice tray. But yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to flip this thing back over, and I'm going to look at that one more time. Because now that I've seen what that is, the back may give me a better idea as to what it is. Okay. Yeah, so it's these little terrain tiles right there. So what are those? Vehicle. So those are going to be your vehicle trays. So you can set your vehicle on them and just kind of maneuver them around and whatnot. Okay, very cool. Very cool. I like that. Neat. Now, let's put that off to the side. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do these in order. So let's go terrain pack number 2. Okay. Now, especially if you have like maybe an infantry and also you have like a tank in the same space, can you put them both on that same tile and it's going to move them together? I don't know. That would be really cool. So what does this terrain pack come with? All right, we're going to get 8 building ruins, a 1x1 hex bunker base, a bunker top, a cathedral ruins tower, and a lookout. All right, so look at all that stuff. Man, I'm really excited about this. Now, I don't know if this stuff has to be assembled, if it's already assembled or whatnot, okay? As big as this box is, it almost feels like it's already built, and you just have to pull it out. Okay, so here's the other question for you folks too. Do you use this on the hex grid maps? Or is this terrain if you're playing and you're just kind of doing it more as a miniature skirmish game? That's a good question. Can someone answer that question for me? I don't know. So what do we have in here? All right. Oh, this stuff just looks good too. All right, so I'm going to try to take this stuff out to where I can remember how to put it all back in as well. So what we're going to have right here, this looks like it's going to be part of our cathedral. And this, oh, this feels really nice. I'm thinking there might be some pins that are going to hold that in place. Oh yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. I bet you can't wait till Cody does his review of all this terrain now, huh? Now it looks like we're going to get a bunch of these, okay? Because it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 8 of these. So you can just kind of set these down on the table and you have these just building runes. Okay, so that's what all of these back here are, is those are all going to be that same little rune thing. And this guy fits right into there. Now we have like our cathedral tower top. All right, take a look at him. Very nice. Yeah, it just looks like everything was just destroyed. It's like a rocket or missile hit him. Okay, now I'm trying to make sure that I can get all this stuff back in here, trying to see how this goes. So let's see. So we have this guy right here. All right, what do we have here? This is kind of like a little, like a bunker. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see a little staircase to go right up there, a little watchtower. You can put your guy. All right, and this comes off if you need it off for one reason, shape, form, or another. Okay. And it looks like we're going to have 2 of those. See, there's a little door to go in. Okay, let's put him back in there. And we got this guy. We'll pull him out. Well, we're just going to have to pull him out because his lid came off. All right, and this is going to be like our cathedral. So does one of these towers actually fit on this? Or I don't know how. Oh, I bet those fit on this other piece. Duh. Okay, so there we go. This is just going to be a regular church. It looks like blew up. Okay, and we got an opening on the side. Very nice. Quality of this thing looks really just top notch, folks. This stuff just feels absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's pull him off. Okay, I'm going to put this guy off to the side again as well. And this is a guy that I want to pull out because we want to take a look at this. And we're going to, let me move this off to the side because this is what we have here. We have, oh, hey, okay, wait a minute. So is this supposed to go? Okay, so this is supposed to go like this. All right, so this is what this one's going to look like. So here's your sides. I don't do miniature games, so yeah, I'm looking really idiotic here right now, folks. Okay, see, and it has like these little holes right here. So it almost looks like, could it be pinned down or something like that? Put some little pins and stick them down to something to keep them from moving around. All right, but that looks really nice. So this, with those 2 openings, I'm guessing they would just go like this. And then you could take this tower, and does it just kind of fit on top of it like this? Okay, so let me give you another. So that's what the view of this is going to look like. There you go. If you want your tower to look like that, or maybe your tower looks like that. Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay. Very nice. Oh, wow. This is some absolutely amazing looking terrain. I love it. Absolutely love it. Definitely makes me want to play a miniature skirmish game. So one of the things I've never really done much of, I've always kind of wanted to. Closest I've gotten to it is Battletech, basically. All right, so we need to get this cardboard put back in here because it looks like, yeah, everything's nice built. You don't got to worry about it. These bunkers here, they just look almost too clean for this set. Okay, it's going to go down in there. This is going to go here. This little piece is just going to plop right in here, just like that. There you go. Okay, whew. We got it back together. Nah, cool. That is really cool. I like that. Okay, that is some really nice looking terrain. Let's see if we look on the back again. Yeah, there's your bunker. Yeah, there's your cathedral right there. Okay, all put together. And then you got your different building runes and stuff like that. Very cool. Interesting. Now, let's take a look at terrain pack number 3. Terrain pack number 3 is, oh yeah, see, I'm excited about this one because this is going to have a lot of your walls and stuff like that. Some rocks and factory stone walls, fencing, some more flags, winter trees. This is going to be, okay, this is going to be cool. I like the cathedral, but this one's going to look really cool. All right, now let's see if we can get this guy opened up. All right, and okay, terrain pack number 3, here we come. Let's see how it all fits in here. Oh, that's cool. Now, we'll go through all these pieces. Let's see what we got. So if we open this up, we're going to get some more flags. Okay, so you can add some more flags to your game. We'll put those off to the side. Looks like we have these little buildings here. Okay. All right, so this is what it looks like. So we have, looks like a couple little, you can kind of lay those off to the side. The nice thing is they will stack up nice. Okay, and you have 2 of each one of these guys. Very cool. So that way you can kind of, and they have a nice little slot for them to fit right there. If I can manage to actually put them in correctly myself. All right, now let's go and get these flags put back in there so we don't lose those. We got our trees. There we go. Oh, those are cool looking. So they're, yeah. Okay. Very nice. Looks like you can mount like a flagpole in there, I guess. All right, that's what that is. Okay, and every one of these look like they are going to basically be the same. Not much of a difference. Now we're going to have our rocks. All right. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 of those. Very cool. Man, this must, it's got to be for, so you can put a pin in there or something, I'm guessing, so you can pin them down. I don't know. If you know what those holes are for, let me know, because I'm really curious. All right, but yeah, I love all these little walls like this. So I don't see any straight ones, so maybe there's some down below. But we also have, yeah, some little wire fences. So if you want to do like a straight, oops, kind of get that in the camera for you guys. Man, I'm sorry. I'm spending too much time looking at it myself. And I'm guessing they're all going to be the same. Yeah, so looking at those, they're all going to have that same look. But if you want them in a straight line, you can't. You can only put them in like your hex shapes. So maybe it's designed to be that way. Okay. But what we need to do is we need to see about pulling all of these ones out carefully. Now, what do we have down here? We have, looks like those are going to be for all of the flags. Maybe that's what all those little holes are for, so you can mount little flags all over the place. Okay. And then, so these I don't want to take out of the bag because I don't really want to lose them, but you know what? We're going to have to. We're going to have to because I can't really see what they are. So I'm going to pull one of these guys out, and this is what we have. I don't know, what is that? Okay, what is that? So my theory is then you can actually stick these on the top, and it finishes off your little fence. Maybe just like that. Maybe that's what it's for. Finishes off your fence. All right. So we have a bunch of those, and then we have the flags, so you can kind of line the flags all over the place too. So let's put that in there after I drop it. We don't want to lose it. Cody will murder me. So, all right. Guess that's the hazards of giving stuff to me first, huh? Stuff hopefully doesn't get too lost. No, I'm actually really good with my stuff. So, okay. So we're just going to shove all those guys right back down in there, and he's closed up, so they're not going to come out. Very easy. Okay, so let's put this guy here. These are going to be for like our flags. Now, we need to take these ones and we need to slide these ones over as well. They have a little notch so that you know where they go. And here, okay, we're going to have, oh, I bet these are for the tops of these. That's what it is. So you can actually put these. I don't know if you can see that from here. You can actually slide those in just like that. So it's going to finish off all of your buildings. Okay, so we have a couple of those. And then it looks like we got some barrels. I don't want to pull all this stuff out. I don't know if I'm going to put it all back in. Okay, and then it looks like we're going to have this little chimney stack right there as well. So it's going to be able to go on some stuff. So that's cool. All right, so that looks like that's going to finish off all of our terrain. So let's get this guy put back down in there. All right, yeah, so these are actually really cool. I like how they're going to finish that off. Okay, kind of give you a nice little clean top on those. All right, now these are going to slide back into here. And then these ones, very carefully, are going to slide all back in here. Woo! Can't believe I did it. There we go. Okay, now I don't think, oh, no, wait a minute. I think there's something underneath here. What's underneath here? Oh, yeah, there we go. We got some more stuff, folks. Oh, very nice. Okay, so we do have more trees, so look at those. All right, so we have these trees. All right, and they're pretty close. Looks like there's a couple different kind. Are they? No, they're just kind of angled a little bit different. Some of these just kind of offset a hair. There we go. They all look the same now. Okay, so we have those trees. And then down here, we're going to have more rocks. Okay, these are little bigger rock foundations. All right, and these look like they're all moved out from where they're supposed to be. So we'll put those off to the side. And then here we have Oh yeah, little bridges or little staircase, little steps. Yeah, very nice. Wow, and these are, I'm telling you folks, quality of this stuff, this is heavy. This is not cheap stuff. This is heavy stuff. It is very nice. Okay, now these are all going to go back in here, and I'm guessing they're going to go, which direction are they going to go? All right, they're going to go like that. Okay, so it looks like these had kind of all shaken and fallen out of their little spots. All right, so let's put those back in where they're supposed to go so you guys can see how this is. This is cool. I like this. This is a really nice terrain set. All right, now this is just going to fit right on top of here. It's going to cover all that stuff up, and then we're good to go. And there's nothing else underneath that because this is going to go all the way to the bottom. That is really cool. Okay, that is our terrain set. And there's nothing that covered this. Surprised there wasn't something that covered that right there, or at least covered this. Okay, that is very nice, very cool. Okay, folks, there you go. That is the Terrain Pack 3. That probably took longer than it needed to, but I was geeking out there for a little while. All right, Terrain Pack 3. That is also the Terrain Pack 2. And that is also the Dice and Tray Pack. Tray Pack not being dice tray, but tray pack that you get to put your miniatures on as you're playing the game. Cool. Very nice addition. Absolutely love those. Let's head back up top. Let's close this out. Well, there you go, folks. That is the Terrain Pack 2, the Terrain Pack 3, and the Dice and Tray Pack, now that I fully know what it is, okay? And these look great, okay? This Terrain Pack 2, I love that cathedral. That is just huge. It's really, really nice. It's going to look really cool on the table, plus you have the barracks that are going to go with it. This Terrain Pack 3 has just tons of trees. It has all those different, all the rocks you have, plus it has all the different side walls, the fences, the small little buildings. Just looks absolutely fantastic. It's really going to just add so much more to your game. It's really phenomenal. And even having this dice and tray pack is going to be really cool because you're always going to have more dice. And I'll tell you what, if you're like me and you're chucking dice on these tables, you want dice everywhere. So it doesn't matter where you're at. You just pick up a set of dice and you can just throw them. You're going to get so much more dice. And then those trays are going to be nice for moving your tanks and your infantry and everything across the board. So really nice. All three of these, super high quality. They all are just fantastic looking. Can't wait to see what these all look like on the table. Well, thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. As always, we please ask you to like this video on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on Facebook, or even on X. Please leave us a comment on any one of those platforms, and we'll get to those comments just as soon as we can. And also, folks, if you like the content we provide here, if you haven't done so already, we humbly ask you to click on that subscription button, and also click on that bell and be notified when we drop new videos. And if you like the videos that I do here, folks, I humbly ask you to click on and go over to my channel. Over there, I'll do some unboxing, some playthroughs, and some reviews. Just a bunch of stuff out of my personal collection. I'll leave a link to my channel down in the details below. So what do you get if you eat Christmas ornaments? Tinselitis.
He'll never give up, he'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare, G.I. real American hero, G.I. Joe will dare.